All right, guys, welcome back. I working on a taper attachment tape for the big Monarch, and I got these screws that hold the bearings. I don't know if you can kind of see that, but the slots are messed up. I've been kind of polishing on these, trying to clean them up, but then you get into some of these are just plug solid. You can't even get the stuff out of there. But I had a few of these screws here that were screwed up. So what I did was, here's the one I just did. I chucked it up in my little mill over there in the corner, my little horizontal mill, and I just recut the slots in these screws. These are special. They got, it's going to be hard for you guys to tell, but they got a little eccentric built into the screw so you can adjust the pressure on the bearings for that sliding attachment. So these are all adjustable. And then this one, this is the pin that this is the starting point. You put your bearing on there and your little shim, and you put that one in, and that's it. That one doesn't get, the rest of these get adjusted to that. So that's what we're doing today. I just chucked these up in a 5C collet, my collet holder, and put them in a vise, and I'm just going to recut these grooves. I did 2 of these so far. You can tell it made quite a difference. So there's the 2 I already cut. I got to finish polishing them up, but here's the 2 that are pretty rough shape. You can tell somebody's been in there. I don't know who. Probably the guy behind the camera here. But these 3 here are pretty decent. I might just try and clean them up and leave them alone. They're not all gouged up. So we got 2 more to go. I'll try and bring you along for the ride. Alright, so I just chucked this in the drill press here. I could put it in my lathe, but I got another project over there going for that. Just trying to polish that edge off, take the burrs off. That'll probably be about it. See if I can get you back in focus here. Come on. There we go. So just polish that edge up, recut that groove, and then just put on a little bit of sandpaper here and shine this up. And hopefully it'll be remanufactured. So stay tuned. Alright, so I just got done polishing the head on this one, and it didn't turn out too bad. It looks pretty good. Pretty happy with that. So we're just going to keep going on those. I got bearings coming for that stuff. I got the bearings. Actually, them screws I'm working on right now are for the bearings for this part. So as soon as I get them screws down, we can start putting those back together. I got all the bottom bearing holders and screws, all that stuff cleaned up, ready to go. There's that part ready to go. So we're getting close here. Bearings should be here tomorrow, and we're going to get going here. Here's my little mill. I don't know, it's not very good light over here. You probably can't see very much of it, but thing's worth its weight in gold right there. And I got a bunch of milling cutters, different ones, so I do have quite a selection down in there. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll keep you going. Talk to you later. All right, guys, we're back at her today. Got new bearings installed for the bottom rollers here. Apparently those are very common sizes for like skateboards. I guess use them a lot. Seems like all my research, this size bearing, the dimensions wise, anyways, they were skateboards. So you could buy them. I don't know. I think I bought 20 of them for $20 or something. I mean, it was hardly nothing. So, so we got 8 installed here. These are all on little cams, so you can adjust the bearings up and down just by turning that screw. I gotta finish cleaning up this part. That takes 4 of those bearings, same bearings also. And I got the new bearings that go in there. So I just gotta get those mounted up and put in there, and we're gonna start putting this thing together, finally. It's been about a month now, and we're finally getting there, so stay tuned. Alright, so I got this first one in here. This is the one that doesn't have a cam on it. I'll show you where it's at in the lineup here, but it just takes a bearing and one of those little small shims, you just tap it in. It's a kind of a press fit, and that's it. The rest of these are adjustable. So when you put that piece in there, you can adjust all them screws, and this is your starting point. So it rolls along the bottom on this part, and then it rolls side to side on these other little bearings. So I got to finish cleaning my screws and my little shims, and we'll get back to that part here in a minute. So a couple of my screws here are messed up. I think the guy behind the camera here got a little carried away trying to figure out how to get this thing apart, screwed them up. So I got it mounted in my little horizontal mill here, and I got it mounted in a 7/16 collet, my 5C collet holder, and then I got it in the vise. I tried doing just an angle block here, but I couldn't hold it secure enough. So what I'm going to do to straighten them out is I'm just going to recut the groove, the screwdriver groove anyway. So that's the point I'm trying to get at. I already got this all set up, should be anyway. I might have to drop my table down here a little bit. I'm just going to take a few passes, a few thousandths at a shot here. I don't think this cutter is very good shape. It doesn't cut very good, or maybe these screws are just really hard. So I can only take a couple thousandths at a pass, but it doesn't take long to cut through this. And I just keep cutting until the bottom of the groove cleans up and looks good, and we'll move on. Oh, the light's not very good out here, but kind of see we're getting. I'm just trying to make sure we're cutting equal on both sides. It looks like we're probably close enough. Might be off a little bit. It looks like it's cutting a little more on one side or the other, so we'll just make it work. Anyway, I think you get the gist. I'm finished cutting this one. I'll bring you back when we get her done. Alright, so I just got done cutting this one. As you can see, it looks a lot better now. You can still see a little faint line down in the bottom there where the original screwdriver groove was. But next move, I'll get it out of this collar block. I'll chuck it up my drill press. Just kind of file this edge here because we do have a little bit of a burr on there. And should be good to go. I would use my south bend, but I got another project in there and I don't want to take it out of there until I'm done with that. So I'll get this out of here. We'll file it and should be good to go. I got one more to do. And I think these three here are really good shape. I'll just find a cutter that fits that groove good and just to run it through there and clean it out. That's it. One or two more to do here. So anyway, that's the cutting operation. Alright, for this one, this is one of those screws that was just completely plugged up. The slot itself was in good shape, so I just changed cutters. I found a couple of thin ones. I just stacked them up in there. And I'm just basically running this through there trying to clean this up. I'm not taking any material off the screw itself. This stuff is in there so freaking hard that I haven't had much success digging it out of there, so that's why I'm doing this the way I'm doing it. I don't think I'm getting any, I'm not cutting any metal yet. I'm just kind of still cutting through the garbage, so we're getting pretty close now. I see the metal starting to shine out. Maybe one more little pass through there and we'll be good. I'm sorry about my camera, my lighting out here. It's not very good, so I think that'll probably work. Maybe I'll do one more little pass through there. I just got two little thin ones stacked together, running them through there, so stay tuned. All right, well, we got it all loosely assembled. Nothing's buttoned down yet, but you can move these around. So these are the four that I recut, which they look pretty good, and these are the three that I just cleaned out. That one, of course, doesn't have a groove, but these three here I just cleaned. Anyway, I got all this put together. I think it's time to set this part in there and see how we did. Once I get this in there, I can start adjusting things and getting it so it's got a nice smooth gliding action to it, and we'll go from there. Okay, well, we got her in there. It slides very nice. I'm very happy with that. I just got to I gotta adjust these bearings because I can see one here is not even touching. That one's not moving. This one is. That one's not. That one's not. That one is. So basically just snug all these up and tighten them down, I guess. Keep moving it around until they all got contact and are moving. Anyway, that's the taper attachment. I'm going to keep playing with these bearings and get them all adjusted to where I think it's going to have a long, happy life. And then we'll finish putting this thing back together. So we've come a long ways. We're not done yet though, so we'll talk to you guys later.